McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. This caught by Latu, the tight end. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Johnson moves the chain, something he did plenty in 2022, leading the Steelers in yards and catches, but also had the unfortunate distinction of having the most catches yards in the NFL without a touchdown last season. That should be rectified early and often this year.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up the first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Pickett. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 at a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit.
Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
Robinson's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to
and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris,
a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Purdy. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And he stopped immediately there.
Nick Bosa, Defensive Player of the Year, in on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Pickett back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First and 10, here's Pickett. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10, we're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Calvin Austin.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A final shot before the break. Darnold.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 10.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Here's McCloud from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Ray McCloud.
Well, they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Pickett.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Pickett will look to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Still going.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Steelers have moved out in front.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Boswell good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Play action. It's Darnold.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Second and 10.
Here's Darnold. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Now third down and 7. In motion right, Debo. That is caught. He's got the first down and more. Down the sideline he goes. Debo Samuel.
Touchdown 49ers.
Debo Samuel.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This second and 4. Back to throw, Pickett.
He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Pickett to throw on first down. Again, it's Johnson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They hand this off to Harris, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Pickett.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now he's into the clear again.
And into the end end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point put through by Boswell. They will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Ray McCloud to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ball at the 23, second and 8.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback line quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
A terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Faking the give, Darnold. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Darnold. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To the air again, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But it looked like it marched to the end zone as hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time.
Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
Touchdown!
Brandon Ayuk.
40 yards.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On second. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now it's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Throwing on first first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 1st and 10, here's Pickett.
And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Down the right sideline. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mills used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
A handoff left, McCaffrey.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Ayuk goes in motion. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the 49ers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. The extra point try now for Moody.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Niners 38, Steelers 31.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind. And it's,
a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That's good for us, Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. 2nd down, here's Pickett. On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Now Darnold going to take it and just back this one forward to his wideout.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with